Hi, you guys. It is Thursday, June 2nd, 2016. My name is Doris, and this is the Knit and Purl Podcast, episode 97. Prize draws and KALs. You can find the show notes for this podcast on knitandpurl.net. The Purl is P-E-A-R-L. In social media, I am One Fine Cow, all spelled out. One Fine Cowl, C-O-W. On Ravelry and Twitter, I am One Fine Design, the number one. On Facebook and Etsy, and I'm Doris M. Smith, all smooshed together and lowercase on Instagram. You can find links to all of those places, so you can just click and follow on the show notes. This podcast has a Ravelry group, which is the Knit and Purl Podcast group. There is a link in the show notes as well. We have one new or returning member who is Orange Maid, who is Helen, and she's from the UK, and she has a YouTube podcast, which is Sprightly Stitches 926 or something like that. Ravelry group, birthday shout outs. Another podcaster, T Plays Nice. Her birthday is today. She's Tracy. Happy birthday, Tracy. She has a podcast, T Plays Nice, but I don't think she's uploaded anything recently. So, that brings us to deep into administration, which is we have a prize draw for the April-May market bag knit along, crochet along. The prize is a package from me, which will consist of stitch markers and other things. So I have 9 people who participated. April-May market bag. 9 people. So we're just going to get there. Go to random number generator. Oh, no, I don't want to go to CNN. Cheese and crackers. Number 1 through 9. Number 1 through 9. Random number generator. 1 through 9. Generate. Number 9 is the winner. Number 9 is funny. Lady in 10, 48, who made a market bag, the crocheted rainbowish market bag, which I'll show you later, that I made. Awesome. Lady in 10. Please message me on Instagram. No, not on Instagram. On Ravelry with your address, and I will get your prize out to you sometime next week. Thank you very much. We have the Fireplace Embers giveaway prize draw, and there were 8 people. Fireplace Embers. I didn't contact Debbie, but I'm assuming that I will give her your Ravelry name if you win, and she will gift you the pattern. So 1 through 8, pay no attention to the 9 above. We're random number generating 1 through 8 for the beautiful pattern Fireplace Embers. Generate. Number 7 is the winner. Number 7 is Pocketses. Number 7. Pocketses. Lord, I'm sorry. I just keep saying it. Anyway, I will give Deb your name as the winner, and she will gift you the pattern. Thank you guys all who participated in those 2 KALs or giveaways. So we have the ongoing knitting baby hats for Haiti. And I said it right, Haiti. Which is a charity knitting for babies in Haiti. It started, anyway, it ends June 15th. The hat can be an existing hat, baby hat that you had in gift bag or whatever. Please remember to use Easy Care yarn. Post pics in the thread for a chance to win a beautiful prize. And participants will be sending their hats to the address in the thread on Ravelry, making sure to note that it came from the Knit and Purl podcast group. Thank you for those who participate. We have a few more, 13, 14 more days. So I'm sure I have another baby hat in me somewhere. So I've got 4 done. Well, these 2 I still haven't woven the ends yet, but and then these 2 and this I showed last week. So I think I have 1 more in me, and I will get mine sent off. So thank you if you participate. The prize will be some hand spun that I am spinning right now. I'm in the process of applying. Let me see if I took a picture of it. I could try to drag my wheel over here, but I don't want to mess anything up. No, I don't. I'm in the middle of plying this beautiful yarn. I plied for a couple hours last night and I had enough. So there it is. The prize. I've never done that before. I remember Kristen from Volenvine. The Yarngasm podcast used to do that all the time. So that's the prize for the baby hats for Haiti. And my co-host is coming in and out. Pete and I are home alone, so. Okay, so also, we have, I was contacted by the laughs a lot. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. Let me just bring her up. I was contacted by Life Full of Laugh, who has a swap group on Ravelry, and that group is doing a Summer of Squares KAL. She wanted me to mention it to you. She also has open swaps where she purchases like indie yarns and then splits it up into minis, and you pay a fee for getting those minis that she splits up. So there's still some openings there, but she's doing a Summer of Squares knit along that will run, let me bring it up, I think May 27th through August 27th. There it is. So if you're interested, you can go over and join the group and get involved on the swaps and stuff. Links in the show notes. Also, in July, I will be partnering with the Never Cast Off podcast to do a Christmas in July knit along. So you get an opportunity to knit up some Christmas gifts in July. So there'll be more details as they become available. I know that Sheila is going to be donating a Christmas bag, and I'm going to be sending to them some Christmassy stitch markers and maybe a Christmassy piece of jewelry, because jewelry. Anyway, that's that. So 10 minutes in, and we still got a little bit more before we get into the real yarn stuff. Story of the week, stash enhancement. There is no stash enhancement. We had a wonderful weekend. I worked a short day Friday. Excuse me. Sorry. I had a short day Friday and had a Monday off. My sister came down. I'm going to sneeze again. Try not to. My sister came, and her daughter came down on Sunday. We went to Ted's middle son's house for fish fry and food and swimming and family time. And then Monday, before Becky and Ashley left, we had some pool time and family time. So it was wonderful and relaxing. But the big story of the week is knitting related, about this finished object. There's a story. So I started this. You saw it last week. I was in this portion of the Zuzu's petals. And so on Saturday, I got to the point where I was time to add the lace work. And while watching Bakery Bears, I tried to knit to where I started, and my count was off. And I tinked back, and I started again, and I couldn't find where I had messed up. And I was like 2 stitches off. Well, after tinking back 4 times and looking at my work and going, there's no missed stitches. If I do one more row, I've got 4 stitches. I'll have 2 extra stitches instead of 2 less stitches. So I made 2 stitches. And you can't tell where they are. I couldn't tell you where they were, but I made 2 stitches where I needed them because I was done. So I joined it in the round and started knitting it, the patterns. When I joined it in the round here, my yarn was down here. And the ball of yarn, I didn't want to mess up any stitches, was too big to go through and fix it. So, sorry. I knitted this. And also, the needle size. I was using a US 7 40-inch circular. So, I was having to do a traveling loop, magic loop. So, with the yarn, as I was knitting, coming out of the center of the material, and then knitting with the traveling loop, with all of that together, this was the most exciting, wonderful knit I've had in a really long time. I could not stop knitting once I got into this lace work. I would put it down and go. I had housework to do. I wanted the house to be straightened up for my sister to come. And I picked it up and I knit it. And I was like, oh my God, I love this. And every chance when I walked by the room, I went in and I knitted a couple rows. So fun. It is a written and charted pattern. This, like I said, I can't even tell you enough. Even with all those things that I was doing, it was the most fun I've had knitting anything in so long that I'm already dream knitting another one. I'm sorry I keep going out of frame. I caked up my hand spun from On the Round, the rainbow. This is going to be my next Zuzu's Petals. It's starting soon. I'm also dream knitting. I might as well just show you that while I'm here. I caked up 50 gram of this. I think this is Cascade Heritage, a 50 gram. I don't know the colorway. And some Zigzag by King Cole. Superwash wool, 50% superwash wool, 50% nylon. And the color is a shade 704. Anyway, this is going to be my fine and dandy socks. My fine and dandy socks. Coming soon. Dream knitting. Ready to go. I hadn't planned on sharing that in the story of the week, but such is the way it is. I'll put that there for now. So the health pearl this week is about sleep and how important we know, and that sleep is so important for the body to recover to the deep sleep. Will help your body recover at night. So the health pearl this week is 11 foods that can help you to sleep better. As I'm pulling it up, I know I just had it here. Well. And by the way, I don't know what happened last week, but my views on YouTube jumped up incredibly. So if somebody shared or somebody mentioned to me in a podcast that I didn't know, I just want to say thank you so much. So, what? Okay. I'm getting there. Likes. So 11 foods that can help you sleep better. This is what it looks like as you go to the link. And the first one is edamame. It has, it helps people, deal with menopause-related symptoms. It has a natural estrogen-like compound The natural estrogen-like compounds found in soy-based products can be very beneficial for controlling these nighttime hot flashes that can disturb your sleep. And it gives a recipe for a dip if you would prefer crackers. And so a hard cooked egg is this number 2, because eating high protein foods will help you, keep your blood sugar even and help you to sleep all night, rather than eating a simple carb will put you on a sugar roller coaster, and your sugar will drop in your sleep and make you wake up at like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. So eating an egg will not only help you sleep, but it'll help you stay asleep. Miso soup. They suggest, you like to order at a Japanese restaurant, but they suggest keeping a few 8-ounce packets of the instant miso soup at home. Maybe a key when you're having trouble sleeping. a nutritionist said that the amino acids that can boost the production of melatonin, a natural hormone that can induce yawns. Bonus research shows that warm liquids like soups and teas may also relieve cold symptoms, helping you to sleep better when you're feeling under the weather. So number 4 is cereals. It's okay to eat the complex carbohydrates, rich foods increase the availability of tryptophan in the bloodstream, increasing the sleep-inducing effects. So bonus is to sprinkle some dry cherries for an extra help at catching some Z's. Broccoli, they suggest that people who eat food, wait a minute, what you eat during the day could help you feel well rested tomorrow morning. The Journal of Clinical Sleep Medicine found that the more fiber in a person's diet, the more time they spend in restorative sleep. On the other hand, researchers found that people who ate lots of saturated fats spent less time in a deep sleep phase. Opt for fiber-filled foods like beans, broccoli, and raspberries, and cut back on the foods high in saturated fats. Dairy. The calcium is effective in stress reduction and stabilizing of nerve fibers, including those in the brain. That means a serving of your favorite Greek yogurt before bed can not only help you sleep, but also help you stop worrying about the weird thing your boss said at work today. Bananas, number 7. Worrying about falling asleep tonight, have a banana before bed, who is an MD said. Bananas are an excellent source of magnesium and potassium, which help to relax overstressed muscles. They also contain tryptophan, which converts to serotonin and melatonin, the brain's key calming hormones. So, oatmeal. They suggest eating something that's warm and soft and soothing will help you to sleep. But don't add the sugar. Use fruit to sweeten instead. Tea is number 9, and they suggest not using the caffeinated kind. They say chamomile tea is really good for you as a safe sleep aid. Green tea contains thiamine, which helps promote sleep. Just be sure to get the decaffeinated green tea. Number 10 are cherries. Cherries, particularly tart cherries, naturally boost the body's supply of melatonin, which helps people with insomnia. And they suggest you could get the cherry juice from a health food store or just get fresh or frozen cherries to eat. It says to eating, it can't hurt anything, and it might actually help you sleep. So, 11 foods that can help you sleep better. Okay. Knitting. Finished objects. Which I already showed you, but I didn't tell you. My Zuzu's Petals, which is a paid-for pattern on Ravelry by sorry, I'm getting lost. Corinna Spencer. The yarn I used is loops and threads, snuggly wuggly. The color is doodle dots. Needles were US 7, 40 inch circular, and I did the traveling magic loop. It's gorgeous. I love it. Love it. So the second finished object is my Rainbow Pocket Market Bag. So here it is. It's got a little pretty cute little flower on it. And you turn the pocket inside out. Try to show it on the camera. Inside out. Turn it inside out. And then once you get the bag part out, you turn it inside out. And you have a nice little market bag. I used, and then my little loop. I probably put it on wrong, but it's just a market bag. The yarn I used was some peaches and cream cotton in the hot orange colorway and the over the rainbow colorway. The hook I used was an eye. And the funny thing is that Lady in 10, who won the KAL, also crocheted one of these little market bags. If you're interested in it, there's a link in the show notes to the pattern. It's fun and simple and can be done a lot faster than I got mine done because I didn't do it for the longest time. So then you turn it back inside out, and then you tuck it back in. I had the best time with this trying to get people to guess what this was. I would hand them this buttoned up and I would say, "What do you think this is? What is it? What is this?" Sorry, I'm buttoning. "What is this? What do you think this is?" "I don't know. What is it?" And then I would show them. So cute. You could toss this in and then you can have a little bag if you need it to carry a few groceries home. There you go. That are the finished objects. My works in progress are all the same, and I didn't work on any of them except for my finished objects and my fireplace embers, which is a paid-for pattern on Ravelry by Debbie Hostos. The yarn I'm using is Malabrigo Machita, which is a single ply. The color is, here, let me just show you. This is the yarn, Malabrigo Machita. The colorway is I am using US 8s 5mm Addy Turbo 40-inch circulars. So if you didn't win and you wanted the pattern, I suggest you go and get it. There is a 30% discount on any of Deb's patterns until June 30th, I believe. There's also a knit along for this pattern in the Never Cast Off podcast group. So this is a fun pattern. Pretty simple. There's where I was last week. I've got quite a bit done. Now, I am adding a couple sections because I have so much yarn left. So I'm making mine bigger than, which is part of the charm of the pattern. You can make it your own. It's so pretty. Is that not the most pretty yarn and the pretty patterning? And I have flashes of pooling too, Sheila. You see my little flashes of pooling? Flash, flash. Anyway, I recommend the pattern. It is really fun to knit. And this is hopefully going to be my next finished object. I did no work on the mitered wrap or my on the fly market bag. Those will be done. I just didn't do anything this week because I was so caught up in the Zuzu's petals. Spinning, I showed you. I'm almost done with that. So Pinterest is something really cool, knitting related. I don't know what that is. Pinterest. How to fix knitting mistakes the right way. So and it says it's for all knitters. So I'm going to click on it, go into it. So here's what the tops looks like. It says free guide to fixing knitting mistakes for all knitters. So it's got laddering down to pick up a drop stitch, frogging, tinking back, fixing a drop stitch, fixing a split stitch, and what is that one? Preventing twisted stitches, and so on. Fixing an added yarn over. Where's it at? Fixing an added yarn over. I usually knit two together. And using a knitted, what is it called? Lifeline, and how to prevent laddering, and fixing a miscrossed cable, and fixing mistakes in colored knitting. So a good guide that we should all keep handy. So the stumble this week is just for smiles. It's just for smiles. The smile value of this one. Oh, shoot. Hang on. Hang on. There will be smiles soon. Hear it? Oh, no, pretty little puppies. So cute. I hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. And you can go and watch the whole video. Links in the description. Cute little 7-day-old golden retrievers. Just for the smile. Oh my God, you're so cute. Anyway, that's all I have for today. Thank you guys so much for stopping by and spending some time with me. If you're new, don't forget to click the subscribe button over there. Click that thumbs up, like button. If you're watching me on iTunes, please somehow let me know that you're watching. Leave me a comment or whatever. I'm trying to decide whether to continue iTunes or not because it's an added expense. And if nobody's really watching it regularly there, I don't know. So please let me know if you watch on iTunes. Please click on the links below for the Ravelry group, the show notes, and the Fireplace Ember, and my Etsy store. And I would thank you so much. Go over and favorite some stuff. You might find something you like, and if you want to, I will happily sell it to you. Thank you guys so much. See you next week. Please knit a baby hat and send it to Hey Ty. Thank you. Bye.